Good morning, Grizzlies, or afternoon or evening, whatever time it is for you. For me, it's afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Gisela K. This is Grizzly True Crime. And today we're going to look at a little update in the Kylie Rodney case. As I've told you guys on my community tab and in shorts and other videos, once Kylie Rodney was found, there was nothing much to report on because we're waiting to hear what law enforcement says, right? And so now law enforcement has said something, which is why I'm doing this live stream and reporting on it. Was I filming a video for you this whole morning? Yes. Did it turn out the way I wanted? No, because my lipstick was like, so I didn't know until I was editing it. And I'm like, I look like the literal Joker. So here we are live, take 3, with this news, which comes from the US Sun, which I don't know if it's the most trusted source, but it is what is now out there, is that law enforcement has allegedly cleared Jagger Westfall, Kylie's ex-boyfriend, as a person of interest. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you, mods. Of course, I've got a live stream later as well on the Sherry Papini case. I've done a short on Deborah Collier's case as well, which is very interesting, that case. I am looking at it. I'm just one person, and I wish I was like, had so many clones so that I could just do this all day. I do this full time, but like everything's a deep dive, and I want to bring you all the news, all the cases. I see all your suggestions, but man, oh man, I just got to do what I can, right? Okay, so what I want to today go over this article right here, which is what's got some of the news, and we're going to see what AWP says about it. Then I want to go over what Jane Doe number 1 and 2 said to a YouTube content creator called Chronicles of Olivia, because I know you guys have been emailing me that and sending it to me. I got it. I'm a consumer in this case, just like you. I have questions just like you, and I'm only really going to create content around this case when there's actual news. So this seems to me like actual news. Let me know what you think, though. Okay. Rainy Days says, you're doing amazing. Thank you, Rainy Days. I saw your comment earlier as well saying that you stopped following the case really once Kylie was found. I didn't stop following it, but I get what you're saying, where it's like, okay, well, the car was found. Now we wait for law enforcement, which could be November 1st or later, right? So I'm with you on that one. I must say, as much as I try to disengage from all the crazy speculation and drama and everything going on online in this case, it's very difficult to. Once you immerse yourself in a case like this, and we all want to know, we all have questions all the time. I know, I understand. It's actually hard to disengage from it completely, right? So, yes. Jobby says, police have cleared Jagger, so the police are looking at foul play rather than accident. They don't say that, but it is interesting that they say he's cleared as a POI. So yeah, let's look at the wording here. They say, so one more time, thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you like the way that I cover true crime. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do that and hit the bell so that you next know when I'm uploading, going live, doing shorts, things like that. And if you are a member, check out the community tab because there's always things on there for you. Now, what we're going to go over today is this update right here. We're going to go over this person of interest that they've cleared and how the investigation is going. We're looking at what AWP is saying. I'm going to talk about what Jane Doe number 1 and 2 allegedly said, of course, to Chronicles of Olivia and other channels. And we'll just look at it, just a few little updates after that, okay? All right. So, lake mystery divers who found missing teen Kylie Rodney's body break silence on murder conspiracies following suspicious car death. The volunteer dive team who found missing teen Kylie Rodney in her submerged car still feels her death is suspicious, but does not believe her boyfriend was involved. Kylie, 16, was discovered last month, almost 2 weeks after disappearing, following an end-of-school party in Truckee, California. This is Doug Bishop, you can see pictured here. Yeah, we have a lovely picture of Kylie Rodney. And that's her car being taken out of the water. The Adventures with Purpose crew traveled from Oregon after being alerted about the case and managed to locate a vehicle in Prosser Reservoir using sonar technology. They have been criticized for interviewing an alleged witness named Nick. Now remember, this is not Nick Wren, the AWP guy, the diver. This is another Nick who people call the tow truck driver. See, there you go. Farm Girl says TTD, that's tow truck driver. So there's already a whole lingo online in this case. Like in the Delphi case, we're like BG, that's bridge guy. There's Delphi news from what it seems to be as well. So I'm monitoring that as well. I'll let you know if there's anything. If there is a press conference today, which is what the rumor is, we'll see. But TTD is tow truck driver, okay? So tow truck driver's video does not implicate Jagger. Apparently not. Also, welcome to Membership Penny. check out the members only playlist and the community tab. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. They say they've been criticized for interviewing an alleged witness named Nick, the tow truck driver dude, roadside assistance AAA guy, who appeared to describe seeing Kylie with a boy in a black San Francisco Giants ball cap facing forwards. Oh my word. You know how many people could wear that cap? Huh? You know how many people? Right? Okay. So Moxie says, I still don't know if the police have been putting out false info to throw people involved off the trail. Very interesting. It would be an interesting strategy, right? So here they say, her boyfriend, Jagger Westfall, was seen in a Fox TV interview, which we all saw. If you missed it, it's all on the Kylie Rodney playlist. We went over all the, you know, press conferences, the interviews, the news clips, the everything, right? But he was seen in that video wearing a black Giants cap, but has vehemently denied he ever attended the party amid online abuse. Nick, who works for an unnamed roadside assistance company, claimed to have helped who he believed was Kylie and a mystery boy after her car broke down. Now, when we hear Jane Doe number 1 and 2 statement, it's going to be kind of interesting because there was apparently a car there that needed to be jump started and was breaking down. So it could have been those people that AAA guy or tow truck driver dude saw, right? Jane Doe number 1 is not the same as Jane Doe number 2, from what I understand and from what I hear in the speech patterns. I would, in my own mind, speculate who Jane Doe number 1 and 2 are. I have an idea who they are. But just from the speech patterns, right? And hearing everything so far from all the people who have come forward so far and all that. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. You could check it out on Chronicles of Olivia. But for now, let's just look at this. Okay, so we're going to look at that in a moment. Just keep in mind this jumpstart situation, because here it says Nick, who works for an unnamed roadside assistance company, claimed to have helped who he believed was Kylie and a mystery boy after the car broke down. He alleged it was either Friday, August 5th, or the day after when the search began. And he said he was suspicious of the boy she was with near Boca Reservoir. Now, here you could see the picture of Jagger from the interview that everyone's referred to. But as we know, even Sammy said there were lots of strange people there, even people from San Francisco. She said she specifically remembers talking to someone from San Francisco, a guy, right? So there are so many people that could have been wearing this black SF cap at the Boca Reservoir when this tow truck driver, AAA assistant dude, saw them, right? Whoever it was. Apparently, also, they say he alleged it was either Friday, August 5th, but I think it's been cleared up. It was Saturday because his wife or girlfriend, fiance, I can never remember which one, his partner said it what she remembers because it was her dad's birthday, so it was on Saturday. So that, of course, would shift the entire timeline, and it's all very confusing, right? This week, Nevada County Sheriff's Office revealed that they interviewed Jagger early on in the investigation and say he's not a person of interest after quickly ruling him out. But they've refused to comment on whether they believe foul play was involved amid a full investigation. So they're not saying, you know what, just stop it, guys. There's no foul play. It's just an accident. We're busy doing the accident investigation. They're not saying that. They're keeping everything very close to the vest. And so they are just saying Jagger isn't a POI. Now, Doug Bishop, a key member of AWP, has spoken exclusively to the US Sun about the case and the rumors surrounding Kylie's boyfriend. As far as the young man by the name of Jagger is concerned, we never mentioned his name, Bishop told the US Sun. And the hat that was referenced, that I think everyone is trying to draw him to him, there are millions of those hats that are sold. As an organization, we do not consider anything like that to be possible. He's not a suspect, and we have never named him as a suspect whatsoever. Now, the conclusions are being drawn, and it's unfortunate, but the FBI has completely ruled him out. Obviously, we don't want there to be unnecessary harm on anybody, and that's not being done by us. This case was in national headlines and being covered by web sleuths before we even came to town. Well, that's how they learned about the case, right? The main thing that the public needs to understand is we've never named that young man, nor will we ever. A source said Westfall was annoyed with AWP putting out the YouTube video, How We Found Kylie Rodney Murder or Accident, as he has since received death threats. He thinks the video was for clout and he got so much hate on social media. The pal told the US Sun. Now, who's the pal? Which pal was this? What up, D Street Media? Hello, everyone. Sorry, I will pay attention to your messages. I just want to get through this article and a few things, right? Yeah, see, I was thinking both Elsa, but I don't know. I think at least one of them is, right? Anyway, so here they say the pal said, right? So they said, Jagger feels they made a mockery of this terrible accident. It disgusts him and he's made it known. Kylie's family is supporting him. They do not think he was involved and he's even living with them at the moment. Like, is he still living with them at the moment? What? Good morning, everybody. By the way, if you're just rolling in, I'm just looking at an update in the Kylie Rodney case. The way law enforcement has now said Jagger is not considered a person of interest, especially because Jagger has been receiving a lot of death threats and things like that. Now, the mystery sighting. Jagger, has proof that he has handed over to law enforcement that shows that he was not even in the area. Now, this sentence is a little weird, but it is the US Sun, so it could just be a journalist writing it like this, but saying he was driving back from Napa Valley when this man allegedly saw Kylie. So when the man allegedly saw Kylie on August 6th at 11-ish to noon type time, right, on August 6th, 2022, he was driving back from Napa Valley. Now, driving back from where? Doesn't he live in Napa Valley? It's a weird way to word it. But anyway, Jagger believes it was an accident, that she turned too fast while she was intoxicated and ended up in the water. But then Jane Doe number 2, who was actually at the party and Jagger wasn't at the party, Jane Doe number 2 believes that there's no way that this could just be an intoxicated driving into the water accident, which is so interesting, right? Bishop said that they did their background work on witness Nick and still stand by him 100%, but admit there is a possibility Kylie may have been with someone else or it wasn't her at all. He said the majority of what they uncovered in Truckee and while speaking with Nick has been held back until the investigation is complete. Of course, 90% has been held back compared to the 10% they released, but they do not yet know if it's relevant. The alleged witness has spoken to police, but it's unknown if he has provided any video or photographic evidence of the couple he encountered in Boca. He previously told Bishop there were cameras on his vehicle at the time, but that he didn't have access to the footage, adding that the boy in question was wearing a white bro tank. Now, I haven't seen Jagger wear a white bro tank. Have you guys? I'm saying it's cleared, but even that, everyone focused on the cap, of which there could be so many of them. I just haven't seen him in a white bro tank, but a white bro tank. Okay. Bishop admits he's not convinced yet that Kylie simply drove into the reservoir alone after she was found in the back of her submerged vehicle with one of the windows smashed. We are going to look at the map and Jane Doe number 1 and 2 statements just to look at what partygoers say happened there. I think it's suspicious, but it's now in the hands of some of the best professionals in the world, and we will have to wait patiently, he said. Some of the best professionals in the world. I don't know about. I'm sorry. I don't mean to throw shade, but what? The way they flip the car. Ooh, I don't know about that. Sorry to throw shade. Hello, what? Hello, my spiffy. I'm guessing that's a squirrel. Thank you. Hello, Matt, and thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Okay, so he says, I think it's suspicious. It's now in the hands of some of the best professionals in the world, and we'll have to wait patiently. As much as we deem the entire thing to be suspicious, it could very well be just an accident. Well, that would summarize what we're all thinking, right? A lot of weird things in this case, a lot of red flags, but it could just be an accident. He added that whatever the conclusion is, it could result in an online storm as many continue to speculate what happened to her and whether anyone else was involved. That's what I'm thinking. There'll be a storm no matter what. Public speculation will never end, even if they say this was an accident. Then we're going to get to the phase 3 of the case coverage, which will be cover up, right? We're already there a little bit, I suppose, if we look at some of the content, right? Okay, thanks, Stefan. You agree with me there. Some of the best professionals in the world. Okay, then. Bishop said their top of the range equipment, which was better than what law enforcement was using, was the reason they located Kylie in the reservoir. I don't think it's just because they had top of the range equipment. I think it's because they also know how to use it, right? We specialize in something that they do not, so it's not a knock on them. It's just unfortunate. He added that if it is revealed that foul play was involved or the results are inconclusive, he fears the public will blame law enforcement. Probably. Bishop insists Adventures with Purpose are not headline chasers and that the interviews they do are to get answers and not to generate views on YouTube. It would far benefit us to be controversial, but that's not how we operate. See, with that, I can agree with them there because, I mean, damn, I could have made a video every single day for the last 2 weeks. You know, since they found Kylie, I could have made a video every single day on this case. But at some point, it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. It's just so much speculation, so much gray area, so much what, that I'm just waiting as well to hear if there's anything from law enforcement. And so far, that's why I'm reporting on this today. Okay, we have one thing from them. Jagger is not considered a person of interest. Okay, some progress. A tiny little bit of progress made here, right? So they say, Kylie's cause of death has not yet been confirmed due to a wait for toxicology results, sheriffs told the US Sun. And then, asked about the autopsy report, law enforcement provided a statement that read, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office does have possession of records responsive to your request, which means they do have the autopsy. They're waiting for the toxicology. Maybe they have both already. However, it's noted that the investigation is not complete and is considered ongoing at this time. Once the investigation is complete, the release will be pursuant to all privileges and or exemptions that may apply. And then here they say, we expect the investigation, review, and redaction processes to be completed by November 1st, 2022. But then they also add this little disclaimer that if the records are still not available in 2 months, they will advise the media of a new date that they may be released. So we got to wait until November 1st, 2022. And I will not be surprised if on that date they say, okay, we need more time. We'll see you on December 1st or January, 1st or whatever it is, right? We just don't know. So we're going to have to be patient. I'm telling you, I'm watching this case. I've told you guys, okay, this is the end of this article. I've got lots to show you. Of course, here's the picture of Jagger that everyone was like, oh my word. I am following this case. It is hard to disengage from a case like this because, like, what? I'm following everything, all the Facebook updates, all the Twitter stuff, all the videos, all the speculations, all the craziness. I'm following it. I'm a consumer of this case just like you at this point. Now, as a content creator, I'm only going to be creating content on this case when there's something I can actually report on, like this, that law enforcement now said Jagger is no longer, he isn't never been, not no longer. He's been cleared as a person of interest. Okay. Apple Pip says, why would law enforcement be clearing people if they believe it was an accident? It is a good question, Apple Pip. Very good question. Vanilla Dream says, so happy to be live with you, Gisela. Love your channel. Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm reading what you guys are saying. Yep. Okay. So that's that. I wanted to, where's this video? I have a video somewhere here for you guys. Is it this one? This one. You see this video right here? This was from KCRA 3, and I just paused it here because you could see where they say it's a popular spot for people to party. This was where Sammy is literally standing here showing the party location, pointing at the trees and all that. And you could see, like, every guy in this car has a black cap on. Who are these dudes? This one's also got brown hair sticking out. Look at this one. There's so many of them, right? There's so many of them. So I'll show you this clip here quickly. They'll go like this.
They'll call this open area near the Prosser family campground the Sanctuary. It's a common place for parties. Sammy says she was here with Kylie Friday night, along with tons of other high school and college kids from the Bay Area all the way to Nevada.
Right now, our estimate is about 200 to 250, maybe more.
What she and Kylie's family want to know is...
Remember that clip? We've looked at all of this before, right? You see? Oh my word. Okay, so let me do this. Now, let's look at Jane Doe number 1 and 2 statements. Let me just quickly take this off the screen. Also, wait. Before I do that, what I want to show you, I've got so many things. Okay, look at this. So do you guys think that AWP implied it was Jagger? Because I'm going to have to show this just so that, because you guys are going to send me this like crazy. So here's Jared from AWP on Zabgirl's channel. Yes, Ryan Upchurch is here. He's been very quiet lately. So let's have a look at how he talks about it, right?
Sure. Right. We hope that it's not, but if it is, then justice will be served, appropriately.
Was Nick able to, sorry, I just have one more question. Was Nick able to say, look at a picture of Kylie and say, this is the girl that I saw, or was it more based off of the vehicle matched the description?
Good question.
Of her vehicle?
Right now, I'm still gathering some information based upon what I just hinted to you right now.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm gathering more information on that one. As far as who the male may be, I'm going to say that it was a positive match.
Yeah, got it.
Without saying.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
You say male?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember he said that the girl was with a male with the SF black cap on. And
Oh my God.
so yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Oh my gosh. So how we're praying for Nick Jared too, because we know that was his first, or we're assuming that's his first.
So there is a clip for you guys to view. You let me know what you think. Okay. So anyway, whether they implied it or did not imply it, law enforcement has now come forward to say Jagger is not a person of interest in this case. The investigation is still ongoing, which is why there's the news and why Doug from AWP is also saying things and saying, we never named him. We never named him, right? Okay. So now what I want to show you, let me just quickly unpin this so that I can just see what I still have to show you. All right. So now let's look at what Jane Doe number 1 and 2 said. Now, this is from a channel, okay, called Chronicles of Olivia. I'll make sure I pin it in the comments after this episode, okay, after I've done going live. Apparently, people that were at the party, she'd make contact with them on Snapchat and voice notes and everything like that. And they have spoken to her, which we can hear the audio, but she's, of course, concealed their identity and changed the voice so that, we don't know who it is. Okay, so what I did was I watched the episodes and made this presentation for you so that we have some bullet points to look at, because we love bullet points over here. Just going over everything that was said like that, right? But go check it out over there. Okay. Right. I will be looking. Wow, I see you guys going off in the comments. Yeah, express yourselves. Feel free. I'm just going to focus here to tell you what's happening here. I'm looking at what you're saying there when I can. Okay, so Jane Doe number 1 said that she was at the party. So just remember, people were saying, was it a guy? Was it a girl? Was it a Jane Doe? It implies it's a girl. It was a girl, right? Jane Doe number 1 said she was at the party. This was her first one. She was there between 10:30 and 11 p.m. because her friend had a soccer tournament in the morning, and they were only juniors at the time, and it was more of a seniors party. Now, the reason I underlined only juniors at the time is because I'm like, hello, this was only like a month ago. Like, what the hell? We were only juniors at the time. And what, are you seniors now? You're still juniors. You know what I mean? Anyway, so they say, we didn't have that many senior friends. This person says they did know Kylie and that they went to Forest Charter School with her. Says Kylie hung out with a lot of druggies and they were always stoned, but this person never really talked to Kylie, but says that Kylie loved music class. So it's like, I don't know, it just feels very all the time. That's why the bullet points help. Look, like we didn't have that many senior friends, and then later saying one of my senior friends, a guy. Like, it's just a little bit contradictory here and there, but okay. Went to the school together. Kylie loved music class, didn't really know her, but yet knows that she was always stoned, hanging out with druggies, so maybe just saw her in passing, right? Saying they said they guessed that there were 200 people at this party, but they weren't that sure because they left early. So then how could you guess how many people were at the party because you left early? Okay. Did see Kylie before leaving, was walking towards the car with friends. The reason I highlighted the car is because they didn't say our car or my friend's car. They said the car, and it makes me wonder if they mean Kylie's car, which sounded like, according to what Sammy said, a hot spot for like alcohol refills and stuff like that, right? Oh, my word. See, the glarer, I do not know this. I did not know this, and I do not know it. I don't know many of these channels. I have no idea. I'm just going over what Jane Doe 1 and 2 said. So you guys let me know what you think. The first bit of this episode is the news from law enforcement that Jagger is not a person of interest. Now we're just going over some of the other stuff while we're here, okay? So she said apparently one of my senior friends, a guy, that she was clinging onto him because she was scared to death. And then I was thinking, why are you scared to death? But she said, because, it was her first party. There was a lot of drinking at the party, but this person was not drinking. So Jane Doe number 1 says, I wasn't drinking because I'm a Christian. I don't like drinking, but I only drink in Spain. What kind of junior talks like that? I only drink in Spain. I don't drink. I'm sorry to, again, be snarky, but like, it just sounds ridiculous. Like, I don't drink because I'm Christian. I don't like drinking. I only drink in Spain. Okay. So do you just change yourself completely in Spain? And when do you go to Spain? Right? Goodness me. So anyway, she says that they just sat there by the tree, like kind of judging people and talking about people as teenage girls would do, and that they went home and watched Netflix. So that's something Jane Doe number 1 said. So let's see what else they said. They said in a Snapchat to Chronicles of Olivia, this person said that Kylie was definitely intoxicated and offered her a drink multiple times, and said that she saw Kylie smoking weed. She did not see Kylie hanging out with any boys, groups of teens were trying to jumpstart their vehicle on the side of the road. See, there's the jumpstart thing. I'm just saying, maybe that's the car where that AAA dude saw. I don't know. That this person says she did not see Sammy. No, didn't see Sammy. That there was a fake fight and a playful fight going on. They noticed no strange guys. And in an audio message, Jane Doe number 1 said that Kylie was just drinking a little bit. So between 10:30 and 11, just drinking a little bit. And then from everyone else, like Jane Doe number 2, who saw Kylie after 11, suddenly then she can't walk, she can't speak. She's completely out of it. So I don't know what to think of that. I'm not really going to draw conclusions. I'm just stating it what was said here. Witnesses who saw Kylie after 11 said she could barely walk, right? Okay. Rosebud says, I don't believe this Jane Doe number 1. I mean, I don't really want to speculate. It just sounds to me a lot like Jane Doe number 1 sounds like Sammy, like speech patterns and stuff, right? A little bit. I'm just like, oh, I didn't see Sammy at all. It's just fake fighting, a play fight. It's the exact same language. It feels like I'm transcribing again Sammy's interview. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know who Jane Doe number 1 is. Okay. Interesting. Restolo says, I don't drink just champagne only in France or in Sakura Airlines or special occasions or at lunch. Oh my word. Wow. Okay. Yeah, anyone could pretend to know something. So this reminds me also of I don't want to call him Red Flag Ronnie, but remember Red Flag Ronnie? Oh my word, Ronnie who called in to Ick and Mel show, all of that. It's the story sounds exactly like that. It sounds like Sammy's story, Ronnie's story, and I don't know who Jane Doe number 1 is. I mean, is it then a cousin of Ronnie who was at the party? Is it Ronnie? Is it Sammy? Who's Jane Doe number 1? That would be, I know they're hiding their identity, but wow, it just sounds like the same story, right? Anyway, and then Jane Doe number 2 says, so this one is interesting because we're going to look at the map for this. Jane Doe number 2 says, yeah, there were around 200 people there. That was a lot of people for a party at the sanctuary because usually people hate partying there because the road is so rough. That she never saw anyone sketchy out there. Definitely never saw Jagger there. Spoke to Kylie and says that Kylie was intoxicated, but that she seemed happy. She said nobody was there in wet clothes. So this whole theory going around, speculation that Sammy was in wet clothes or somebody was in wet clothes. She said, no way, it was too cold. They would have frozen so badly. It was raining all day that day and was cold out. That she does believe that Kylie was intoxicated before 11 p.m. So now that's again contradicting what Jane Doe number 1 says, right? Wow. Between all these people that come forward, man, Ronnie's story, Sammy's story, and Jane Doe number 1, those sound similar. But then everything else, like Jane Doe number 2 here, it's going to sound completely different. My word. I like that. You think like me. No wet clothes, really? What happened when it rained? Good one. Okay, for those of you who cannot stand the sight of joy, me giggling, it's not just joy, right? It's anxiety too. Right now I'm giggling at this comment right here. You are too mean. Here and there we can giggle at a comment. Okay. My word, it's a very serious case. I understand it. It's true crime, but my word, some of these things in this case are ridiculous, right? Like it was raining all day that day and was really cold out, but there was no one in wet clothes there. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And yeah, no, it was not cold and rainy. Remember we looked at the weather before? I also remember looking, it wasn't raining, right? We didn't see any rain. And she also said here later that the moon was really bright, but it wasn't. It wasn't even half moon, was it? Oh my word. Anyway, so here they say it was raining all day and cold out. Does believe Kylie was intoxicated before 11 p.m. Is friends with one of the girls from the photo of the party in Reno. So the photo that was initially being passed around of the girls with those like Lumo lights and stuff, apparently that was from a party in Reno. And she says she knows that because she knows those girls. She knows one of the girls in the photo. So like, oh, this person, Jane Doe number 2, knows people all around. Okay. And that was at that party. So that's interesting too. Did not see Kylie fight anyone. Okay. She said the video, remember that video that I just showed you in my intro? Like that boy that seems like he's shouting or whatever, is from Prosser Party and says it was just a playful fight being shown and that she knows those boys. She says Kylie smelled strongly of alcohol. Okay. Does not believe that this could be a drunk accident. The road is rough and difficult to navigate even if sober. So saying someone wouldn't just like drive and then get on that like really bumpy, shaky road and then suddenly just into the water. I don't know. I don't know what to think of that, but it contradicts what Jane Doe number 1 said, right? And what Sammy said. There's a little clip I found, which I can't find it now. You know, when you find a little clip and you're like, where is it again? It's somewhere. I've covered it somewhere on the playlist. So if you find it, let me know. Where Sammy actually said that she doesn't believe that Kylie would have just driven into the water herself. She also said that, right? Anyway, so say this person said, Jane Doe number 2, that they have no idea if there's anything going on between Jagger and Kate, because there's been speculation that those two have been hooking up, that she had personally seen Kylie that night, but did not ever see her with Sammy, which is also interesting because Sammy said that her and Kylie were like a little pair going around the party, only leaving each other's side for mere moments. This person says, yeah, I never saw her with Sammy. She also says Sammy did not host the party. The 3 boys hosted the party, one from Tahoe, one from Incline, one from Truckee. And then that the Truckee boy, one of these 3 hosts, had actually worked that night and not even been there. Like, what the hell is this? I know we're going to organize the biggest party ever. Actually, I'm going to be working a shift, though, so I won't be there. It's so weird, man. Anyway, she said Kylie was stumbling. Her speech was slurring. Kylie mentioned having a ride, but she was alone. So that's interesting, too. To this person, apparently Kylie says, no, she has a ride. Why would... I don't know. I can't make sense of it. The moon was bright that night, but it was dark under the trees, and the generator that was running the lights had turned off or gone home earlier. Really? Why? If it's such a huge party, and one of these, who I would assume one of the 3 boys brought the generator lights, and then the one boy is apparently working a shift. Who are these 3 boys that organized the party? And where'd the generator go? And what, were they just standing all there in the dark, in the woods, or what? Anyway, they say people began to show up around 9 p.m. Okay? Goodness me. Ricky, will we ever get a straight story? And all those question marks, I would put another 100 there if I could too, because I'm also like, oh my word. The only thing we have today, really, that's like news, and it's from the US Sun. So it's like, news, but I don't see it on like Nevada County Sheriff's Office's official Facebook page or Twitter page, but they have been sending messages to content creators when they ask them questions, and they've cleared Jagger as a person of interest. That's what we have. That's something solid for now. But these stories, this person says, a huge group of people showed up around 10 p.m. A friend was leading them to the party because they were all at an intersection and they had no clue where to go. She was guessing that these kids must have been from Tahoe or Incline and not from Truckee, because everyone from Truckee knows how to get to the sanctuary. She said it's true that there's not many photos or videos. Most kids here don't spend a lot of time on their phone, except for reels or pictures or 0.5s of their faces. She personally doesn't really take pictures of parties in general, and she doesn't think people really take. I'm like, that's hard to believe in 2022. The age of social media, of TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, and all the other apps. That kids out there are not taking any. I mean, I know it's dark, right? But like, you're not taking any pictures, really? And they're not really on their phone much, really? Anyway, 10:30 p.m., glow sticks were all over the ground. She said people were getting really mad when glow sticks were being thrown at them. There were fights with boxing gloves, which are common at these parties. Weird in itself. I wouldn't want to go to one of these parties. It really sounds like Fight Club. Like, I know, let's box. One of the rules is you're not allowed to hit the other person in the head or face, okay? They say there's never ill intention. It's always just friends fighting. It's so weird. Let's meet in the woods, get drunk, take drugs, and fight. It's such a weird party. Wow. Damn, if that's what new generations are doing, well, I'm glad to have been born in 1984 and partied the way we did. It sounded a lot simpler to me, right? Yeah, exactly. Ricky says it's 2022. Everyone always has their phones in their hand, right? Exactly. So, goodness me, they say here, at 12:30, the crowd had shrunk a lot. Now, that's the same time that this other campers, said they saw a convoy of cars leaving, right? So 12:30, the crowd had shrunk a lot. A boy had pulled his car onto the dirt road. Now, this is interesting. We're going to look at the map and I'll show you why. They say boys were yelling and screaming at each other aggressively. So then, like, a whole crowd flocked towards this car on the dirt road. One climbed on top of the car, another got in the car, and then started playing music in the car. Everyone started crowding around this car. This car blocked the Y intersection, which is the road that led to where Kylie's car was found. Let me work through the slide, then I'll show you the map. They say personally did not see anyone leaving at that point. So even though the campers who were not at the party, who they were just camping, said, "Oh, we saw a huge group arriving at like 9:30, and then a huge group leaving at 12:30." This person says, "Nah, no, she didn't see anyone leaving, just everyone congregating at this Y intersection, which is the road leading to where Kylie's car was found." But then personally didn't see anyone leaving at that point. And she, though, felt really uneasy and asked her ride to take her home, which actually matches the time that Elsa, one of Kylie's friends, says she last saw Kylie at 12:30. There was those earlier articles and a comment where she said she last saw Kylie at 12:30. So that's interesting too. You know, could Jane Doe 2 be Elsa? I don't know. She said she walked westward. We'll look at the map towards the paved road where her ride's car was parked. On the way, they passed boys who were walking in the same direction. They can't remember how her ride knew these boys. See, these boys sound interesting to me, right? At the Y intersection, Jane Doe number 2 and her ride went left and the boys went right. A lot of kids had parked over by the water there. Pay attention. I'm guessing they were part of this big group who showed up earlier that night and did not know where they were going. So it's this other group from maybe the Tahoe or Incline area, huh? Most cars were at the actual sanctuary. It's common for partygoers to camp out to sober up, she said. She reached her ride's car at 1 a.m., so it was quite a walk, huh? 12:30 to 1. Was not passed by any other cars. So she says no cars left between 12:30 and 1. According to Jane Doe number 2, Kylie was alive at 1 a.m., which is interesting because Sammy says at 12:36, Kylie called her and she could hear a huge noise in the background and people at the party, which could speculatively be at the water, you know, near to where her car was found. They could have all been partying there, which we speculated before, that there's multiple party sites and that they were probably partying there along that shoreline, right? But this is apparently also the invitation that I put at the bottom there. Senior goodbye party tomorrow at 9. Prosser, everyone's welcome. Saying goodbye to your favorite seniors. Sanctuary. Then it says North Tahoe, Incline, and Truckee. So to say that all these people from North Tahoe and Incline arrived at this party, it's not bizarre or anything like, oh my word, who are all these people? They don't even know where to go. Well, they were invited. They were literally invited, right? So it's not like, oh, the mystery of these people arriving. They were invited and they arrived. So who was Kylie's ride, according to Jane Doe number 2? Who the hell was Kylie's ride? She said she had a ride home. Okay. Who was Jane Doe number 1's ride? Who was Sammy's ride? Who was Elsa's ride? Who was Jane Doe number 2's ride? I think this is still very important. You know, who the hell did you people go home with? Could you maybe say that? Because this is all still the mystery. Timelines constantly changing of when she was last seen. Law enforcement says phone last pinged at 12:33. Sammy says Kylie called her though after the phone last pinged at 12:36. Elsa says saw her at 12:30. The map said last seen at 1 a.m. Remember the map that law enforcement shared? Oh my word. So I agree. I agree. It's all like, wait, what? What is happening in this case? So there's that. So now, where that map at? Where is the map? Let's go like this and like this. Okay, so put myself here. Right, so let's just look at what they're talking about. So the party location right over here, the sanctuary, the paved road. I mean, you could see here's the paved road. So walking in the same direction, I mean, I don't know if they're cutting through here or you're walking all along here, which is interesting. And then saying that Jane Doe number 2 walked left with her ride to get to the paved road, arriving at around 1 a.m. at the car, and that the boys that they had passed who were going in the same direction. Okay, so do you like overtake them or what? Anyway, passed, they turned right. And that on this map, on that Chronicles of Olivia episode, she kind of circled this area where this blockage was happening. So apparently there was a car here. These other boys went towards the car. One jumped on the car, one jumped in the car. They were playing music really loud, and everyone was crowding around this car. Okay. And then apparently there were people partying here by the water over there, wherever this would be. Somewhere here by the water. I'd assume like here, right here, something like that. So I don't know what you guys think. But this whole like blocking the area to there, especially at 12:30 a.m., is an interesting time. On the video, Olivia was saying then it would mean that Kylie would not be able to leave the party and go towards there at the time. But what if she went there already with another group, you know? Sammy left apparently at 12:25. So maybe Sammy left and Kylie went that way with this group. I don't know. We don't know, right? Towards the water where her phone last pinged at 12:33 around this area. So, I just think that this car being here and she's talking Jane Doe number 2 about a car that needed to be jump started is interesting. I wonder if it's all the same car. Is it the car that was stuck here that needed to be jump started? Everyone's crowding around it. One's jumping on top, one's jumping in, playing music. I don't know. Or is it 2 different cars and 2 different groups of boys they're talking about? Either way, it just feels like making a huge noise around here would also prevent people from going over here where something bad could have happened, right? So now we want to know who was there, right? Who was actually at the shoreline partying, right? And what time did Kylie get there? That would be very interesting. How far did Sammy have to walk to her ride? I don't know. Jane Doe number 2 says, I mean, that was a half an hour walk. That sounds long, right? I know it's in the dark and all that, but damn, to say from the party location, walking in the same direction as the boys, so it could be even here, and she and her ride turned left to go towards his car, because she said a lot of cars were parked on this paved road or around this area, because, of course, you can't fit all the cars here. And then those boys turned right. But then she also knows about this huge commotion over here. It's just interesting. It's very interesting. How do you block a dirt road? I'm a dirt girl. They always around a vehicle. I know, right? Huge group of people. If the car would not start, the battery would be dead. Oh, my word. You are too mean said, did anyone see the tow truck driver as a licensed private investigator in Nevada? I have actually had that email to me, so I did see some of that. Yeah, who was Sammy's ride? Oh, that is a question. That is a question. So I just find that this blockage supposedly here, very interesting. Is it a decoy? Is it a distraction to prevent people from actually more people from going there because something bad went down here and the car is going in the water, or they saw a car going in the water? I don't know. And that also explains that there were people partying here by the water, according to Jane Doe number 2. And not just at this area here, because at this area here, they wouldn't be able to see the water. So there might be a select group of people here who aren't talking. And if there's 200 to 300 people, I mean, maybe there's 100 here and maybe there's 100 here. Maybe there's 50 here and the rest here. We don't know. But it just feels like, okay, whoever was partying here closer to the water, especially at this Y intersection, what do you know and who are you? And Jane Doe number 2 says this could be people from Tahoe and Incline area. AP says, so is the murderer still at large? Must be. Funny they aren't alerting everyone. Why? Because they know who did it. Folks, in my opinion, this escapade is an absolute cover-up. Oh, my word. Okay, mods, are we doing okay? Sorry, I just saw how many people are here now. Welcome, everybody. I hope everyone's okay. Let me know if you need me to put it on slow mode or something like that. So, if it wasn't Jagger the roadside guy saw, was it even her car? Isn't it common practice for roadside assistants to get tag numbers? I know, right? My word, that story was so elusive. I don't know. I still don't know. As I say, I don't know what to trust, who to trust, what's going on in this case. I'm consuming the content like you guys, and I'm just... we're just looking at this together of like, what in the hell? So the main update today was law enforcement has cleared Jagger as a person of interest. They say the investigation is still ongoing. They have the autopsy results. I think they're waiting for toxicology results, but they're not releasing anything, not until November 1st, 2022. And when they get to that date, they might even say they're not ready and need more time. Okay. All right. So, yay, Kelly. Send me things like that on email, please. If you guys want to email me things to look at, I'm more than happy to look at that. grizzlytruecrime@gmail.com is my email address. Oh, sorry. I'll put it there again. That was so quick. My word. So, what can I draw from Jane Doe number 1 and 2? Well, they contradict each other. Jane Doe number 1 sounds the same story as Ronnie told, as Sammy told. It even sounds a bit like Sammy. I don't know. Jane Doe number 2 sounds to me like it could be someone like Elsa who also last saw her at 12:30, but I don't know if it is. Who knows? But according to Jane Doe number 2, a party happening over here by the water. That sounds about right. That sounds like that's a very, very plausible thing that happened, that people were not just partying at this party location, but also closer to the water. Something happening over here, blocking people from going there. Interesting. Very interesting. And all around that time. All between 12:30 and 1, and Kylie's phone last pinging around this area, 12:33. And then, wow, on August 21st, her car being found in the water here, not far from the shoreline. Damn. Jay Hackman says, Jagger's one slow driver. It takes 3 hours to get from Napa to Truckee and not 4. Oh my word. Jane Doe number 2, nobody there in wet clothes, but it had been raining all day and was cold out. I know, right? I know, right? So, okay, let's remove this for a second. What I want to see quickly, where's that other one? I wanted to see Truckee. There, August. I don't know if I'm going to find it now. I'm just looking at what you guys are saying. If that's true, a party by the water, Kylie would have gone to what? Kylie would have had to have been the last to leave to avoid anyone seeing the car going into the water. That as well. I would speculate that then she would have gone with that group to party near the water, right? To that location. Which then would make sense if Sammy's saying Kylie called her. The 12:36 is confusing, but maybe it's 12:36 on Sammy's phone, and maybe Sammy's phone is set at a faster time. Maybe she's ahead of time, 3 minutes difference. So, but she said when Kylie called her and say, hey, do you still need a ride? She's like, no, I'm good. I've got a ride. I'm on my way home. That she could hear a lot of people in the background, which could be near the water, right? Thank you to Louise Hunter, who says, Gisela, you're still the best. Thank you so much. Ooh, coffee with G. Good morning, all. Good morning. Okay, let me just see this quickly. I can see I've opened this one before. AccuWeather. Is that where we look? AccuWeather, August. Ooh, okay, wait, we want to find August 16th. 90 degrees Fahrenheit and 41 was the low. Interesting. I want to actually see what was the weather that night. Damn it. Weather history in Truckee. That could be interesting. Yes, except the cookies. If you guys know what, I know we looked at it before. I don't want to waste your time now. I'll rather find it and look for it. But I don't know if it was cold and raining all night. And the moon was certainly not bright that night. That I do remember. And I think also, I'm not saying it didn't rain at all that night. I have no idea. But like the water level's also been going down so much, which helped Check a TV find some stuff because the water level's been going down so much, is what he said. Because there hasn't been much rain, right? Anyway, so that is my email address if you do want to email me. So I won't dig for that now. What I wanted to look at was this one thing which Amanda S. Vida shared. Let me show you this. Remember when Sammy grabbed the mic after the initial press conference and then it was cut off, the stream was cut off? Well, there's a minute longer that we can see here. So let me show you this.
Give you some information. Thank you. Hey, if I could have everybody's attention really quick, if we could keep it quiet and everybody please listen to what I'm about to say. Listen up! Everybody please. So I am Sammy Smith. I'm in charge of the team-to-team talks. I see a lot of faces here. I know a lot of you. We go to school together. I've seen you around at this party. I've seen you around. Please, if you have given a statement to the police, that's fine. I don't care. I need every single teenager here. If you are willing to, and if you can, please realize how serious this is. I need you to come to me right now. If you can, please come give us a team-to-team talk. We are getting more information that's more personal, completely confidential. Parents, encourage your kids, but do not force them to. This is not something they have to do. It's highly encouraged, but please, all teenagers that are here right now, please come talk to us right now. We're going to be meeting over, actually, you know what, there's someone over there. We're going to meet over here on this side, the other side of the gray pop-up over here. It's behind the trailer, back here. Please meet there. I'm going to be training team members on questions to ask right now. We will be over there in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Please, if you were all teenagers, it doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter if you know her or if you've ever.
And why all teenagers? Because there were other people there, senior. There were people that were 22, 24, some older guys, she said. Why not everyone? Why only teenagers, right?
Even heard of her, we need you there right now, please. This is this could be what saves her. You could save her life with any information you give us. Please meet us over at that pop-up. Thank you.
Right. So that was the rest of that. I also wanted to see that. So thank you so much to Amanda S. Vida, who's also been covering Julissa Fuentes' case a lot. So go check out Amanda S. Vida. My word. So there's that. And then I don't know if you like a straight shooter who just says it like it is, you're going to love this guy's channel. He's called Speak Van Holding 247, etc. It's Kylie Rodney, a cover-up to protect the town of Truckee, California investments. This is interesting. Go check it out if you want to. I have seen the documentary or video, whatever called, Everyone Counts, and there has been a lot of law enforcement cover-ups in the past in the area. So it's not such a stretch of the imagination. Go check it out if you want to. He makes some good content as well. My word. And if we look at this one, wait, Facebook, quickly over here. I like this one. It says on the Kylie Rodney case discussion group, with where the case stands today, what are the questions everyone has based on true facts that we know so far? No rabbit holes, please, just facts. I want to put something together and see if we can get answers. So where is her phone? That is a brilliant question. Where the hell is her phone? Now, Checker TV, he put up a video of Kylie's grandpa's reaction to him finding the laptop. And the grandma was there and the sheriff. Oh, not the sheriff, law enforcement officer, right? Put that up, members only for 2 days, released it to the public for 1 day, took it back down, deleted it, then put it back up to members. So if you want to see it, it is in his members only playlist. I did see it when it was publicly available. Of course, we're not allowed to show any of his content, even if it is fair use and everybody plays by fair use. He doesn't want anyone to show his content. So if you want to see it, it's in his members only area. But there, Kylie's grandpa said, "Can I touch the laptop? Can I grab it?" He's like, "Yeah," obviously, because he's been grabbing it all along, right? So he's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he grabbed it. He said, "Yep, this is her laptop." And they looked through all the stuff that he had found, including the Bob Ross mints, which had like a little packet of, I think they called Happy Tree mints inside the box, and it was in a bag. So everyone went the whole fentanyl route, which it wasn't. So he himself, Checker TV, ordered one of those boxes of mints with the mints inside in the plastic baggie to show us all, look, it's just mints. It's breath mints, right? So there is that as well. Sorry, I've just got my notes here. I'm looking what else I need to update you on. So there was that as well. I don't know if you saw that. I just think, it's unfortunate that he's taken the video down completely now and put it back behind the paywall so that no one can see it now. So I don't know what that was all about. I know, right? The reaction from Grandpa was so sad, but looked so real, Kelly says. Oh, damn. Janelle says Sammy's ride home was Connor. How do we know? Man, the granddad was pissed when he got that laptop back. He did say, how did law enforcement miss this, right? So some of the questions, if you want to go check this out here on Facebook, they are very interesting as well. I would like to know how they didn't find any of the items that fell out of her car when they rolled it. I mean, that's also interesting. There's a lot of things here. If you have if you've got questions and you want to see that there's other people that have the exact same questions as you, here's the group, Kylie Rodney case discussion, okay? For me as well, where's the phone? Where the hell is the phone? Because they found all kinds of other things, but no one seems to have found the phone. Isn't that interesting? But maybe law enforcement has it. Maybe the phone was in the car. I don't know. Sure. Anyway, yes. And Kathleen Curtis says, right on, bruise. I've seen the bruise. We've analyzed the bruises. We've red flagged all of that. And the red flag is just that, the red flag. So for people that say, Gisela, you're going to be sorry when this comes out to be just an accident. And you had pointed the finger at Sammy. As a red flag? Sure. Did I say she's a murderer? No. I said it's a red flag, the thing she's saying. That's all I've ever said. I love how people put words in my mouth. She said murder. I've never said murder. I've never even thought murder. I don't connect those dots. I'm just like, this is interesting. That's a red flag. Red flag in communication, right? I was the last person to see her and to know what was happening is what she said. I mean, I actually think she said it right here. Hold on. I think it's right here. Let's see.
Everybody kind of saw us together. We would split off for moments.
Photos show Rodney in a graduation dress. She had recently graduated early from Forest Charter School. Rodney's mother released this tearful plea through the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
If you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please please come forward and share them.
I have the last call to her, and I
Right
was
here.
the last person pretty much who knows what was happening.
Smith got a ride home.
Who knows what was happening? That's what she said. That sounds weird. I was the last one who knows what was happening. That's what she said. That's what we looked at as what?
Knows what was happening.
Smith got a ride home from the party at the end of the night. She says Rodney was planning to spend the night at the...
She said Rodney was planning to spend the night. No one else has said that. It's freaking weird. It's freaking weird. Okay, so hold on. I wanted to also show you this. Where is it now? Where is it? Yeah. This is from Harsh Reality, a YouTube content creator who messaged Nevada County Sheriff's Office and said, "Good morning. I was wondering if you could help me. I see that you guys have kindly released that Jagger Westville has been cleared in the Kylie Rodney case. Have you managed to clear Sammy Smith, Kate Cuneo, and Magdalene Larson? Thank you so much for your help." And they replied, "Good morning, Sean. At this time, no other information will be released. Please continue to monitor our Facebook page for updates in the future." So, and here he wrote, "They've obviously confirmed clearing Jagger. They have not been able to confirm that the tow truck is unrelated, and they now cannot confirm whether Sammy, Kate, or Mags have been cleared either. I'm even more convinced this is an active criminal investigation. I, of course, could be wrong." Here as well, he said, people, same guy, Harsh Reality, people attacking people who point fingers at Kylie's friends should perhaps consider that her untimely death was largely due to an acute lack of friends. Never leave anyone behind. Okay, so we got that there on Twitter. What else do we have? I think I've covered everything now. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. Remember this article from the Daily Mail that we looked at together? This was from August 11th. It wasn't, I just want to quickly see. It was here. Police, hold on. Where is this one statement? I had it highlighted earlier. Love your mom, terrified. Hold on one second. Kylie was last seen at 12:30 a.m. on Saturday at Prosser Family Campground, 10 minutes north of Truckee. But here they said they were working on a theory that she'd driven into the lake alone. Hold on. Yeah. Police have blocked access roads leading to the reservoir and are believed to be working on the theory that Kylie, 16, accidentally drove her silver Honda SUV into the water. So that was law enforcement's initial thoughts, that she had accidentally driven her silver Honda SUV into the water, which is probably why they say we can't treat this as an abduction. They didn't meet all 4 criteria. And from almost day one, I mean, this was from August 11th. Police blocked access roads leading to the reservoir, believed to be working on the theory that Kylie accidentally drove her silver Honda SUV into the water. So there's that. Very interesting, right? Jessica says, "If I lived in this community, I would be moving ASAP. Something is fishy with law enforcement. This is clearly not a simple mistake. There are too many bizarre incidents for me to believe it as truth." Wow, right? So yeah, sometimes I like to go over old articles again, right from the beginning days, from August, I think August 8th was the first day that there were articles out and things happening. That was the first day that I also covered the case, because I was like, oh my word, missing person Monday, what's happening here? And this one was from August 11th, this article. So more than 100 cops were combing the area near the campground where she was last seen, with police boats and divers scouring the 73-foot deep Prosser Creek Reservoir, which sits directly below. Yes, so that's what they said there. Interesting, right? And I also want to show you one more thing. You can see the pictures of them with their boats on the water here. Goodness. Okay, and there was one other thing I wanted to show you. Picture from the party, allegedly. This was where they said, I think a lot of them were scared to talk. Smith said they were engaging in illegal activity in the woods. It's like this Lord of the Flies space where they can just be. Wow, right? Police said they have no evidence to suggest she was abducted and are focusing on a search and rescue investigation instead. So from day one, it's like they were really looking in the water. But 19,000 hours later, they didn't find her. And then, yeah, AWP came out and found her. Oh, man. That arrow was Jessica's. Sunny is asking about an arrow in the ground pointing to Kylie's car in the video where Zanime put her kayak in, exactly in the spot. Check harsh reality. I have seen that. That arrow was quite interesting. Have you guys seen the arrow? Gregory, thank you for that. Good morning to all. Yes, Gisela, perhaps this was an accident, but perhaps her friends knew details and covered up. Exactly. Yeah, maybe it's a combination of both. Good point. Good point. I just wanted to find this one other thing here, man. When you go over these things, just hold on 1 second. Because they talk about the submarines. And people are like, why are you saying submarine? They literally said it in these articles. But they mean, obviously, the underwater drones, I also believe a lot of you guys, I don't know if it's you guys that are here right now, but a lot of people are saying that this doesn't look like Kylie. I mean, to me, it looks exactly like Kylie. Like, look at her face. She's got very unique eyes, So people are saying her hair is shorter and this looks more like Sammy, and people are overlaying Sammy over this. I'm like, what? Like, are you guys okay? That would be my, are you guys okay? To me, this looks exactly like Kylie. But let me know what you think. What are you thinking? So here they say, exclusivedailymail.com photos show cops have set up a forensic tent at the bottom of the boat ramp. So they were searching mostly near the boat ramp, which is also how they missed the vehicle, I suppose. Access from the Prosser family campground. A small submarine with a camera attached was also seen being pulled from the water. So you know what? If I was a diver in the area there, I would be going to the boat ramp to look for the phone, because that's where the phone last pinged, which is where they were searching, right? Isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, if law enforcement was like, so they were working on a theory from day one that Kylie had driven her vehicle into the water by mistake, and they were having surface divers and their boats around the boat ramp, and not so much where her vehicle was found. Well, then, could someone dive in there? Dive in? Huh? Check a TV. Are you watching? Could you dive in there and see if you could find the phone at the boat ramp? That'll be so interesting. Oh, my word. Imagine if someone threw the phone there. Boat ramp side, and the car is found somewhere else. So yeah. Anyway, so that's what they say there. A small submarine. There's what I'm finding. A small submarine with a camera attached was also seen being pulled from the water. That's what I read out. And why does it bother me? Because people comment, why do you say submarine, dummy? Dummy saying submarine. I'm literally reading this, okay? And an underwater ROV, an underwater drone is called a freaking submarine sometimes. There it is. Okay. So yeah, here you can see them at the boat ramp area and going along here. Very interesting. Huh? Yeah. Oh, my bad. Wow, I just clicked on everything. Sorry. It looks like Kylie to me. Me too. It really, I just don't understand how we're now in a place where we think this is not Kylie. What? Why? This looks just like Kylie. You could see her face. You could see her features. You could see her eyes. Right? You could apparently also see her necklaces. Remember that? We looked at that. Anyway, not judging you guys. You can all feel, if you feel it's not her, you're allowed to feel that. I just really think it's her. I don't want to go too crazy here. Love little submarines, right? Okay. Law informants make lost mistake in Kylie case. Right. Too many red flags and bizarre details for this to be an accident. Not buying it. I think that's kind of what's going on, right? Gut feel. I know some people have the gut feel that's like, this is an accident. Fair and square. We're done. It's over. But man, there's a lot of red flags in this case. A lot of weird communication. A lot of people coming forward. A lot of strange what's, right? Yeah, I've never doubted that photo of Kylie. Me neither. I couldn't believe when I was soaking up some of the content around this case. I'm like, whoa, people are speculating now that's not even Kylie? Well, it just shows how little trust people have in law enforcement, right? And I don't blame them at all. I understand. I understand why we're all here in this very confused place of like, what is going on? I really hope they'll clear it up sometime soon. That'll be amazing. Okay. So there's that. We've looked at everything there. And Google Earth, someone was asking me just now. So they were, look, law enforcement was around this area. And Kylie's car was found here. So if someone could go out here, oh my word, because they were here by this boat ramp area. Wait, let's just see. Yeah. They were looking around here. Ooh, I would love, if I was in the area, that's what I'd be doing. Going for nice swims right over here. Snorkels and all, flippers. Looking for the phone. I'd be looking for the phone somewhere around here. Anyway, unless law enforcement has it and they're just not saying. But Kylie's vehicle was found around here, and someone was asking me to show where there's Boca Reservoir. The tank top was found on this road over here, which apparently wasn't Kylie's, and now people are back there saying maybe it was. And so I think if you drive back roads like this to Boca Reservoir, to the campground, especially like this, is how, according to the tow truck driver, AAA dude, Nick, how anyone from the party could have ended up here the next day at 11 o'clock, right? Ooh, exactly. What you need to do is go magnet fishing in the area. Exactly. Paul, are you in the area? Anyone in the area with some magnet fishing? Magnets to go magnet fishing. That would be amazing. Where is Sammy now? Literally no idea. She did release a TikTok video in a hot tub, in a bikini, dancing around. Now people are speculating, was she wearing Kylie's bracelet? Oh my word. The case is crazy. But saying goodbye to a friend because her friend's going to college soon. So I don't know if she's still going to college soon or not. I'm not sure. She moved to college. Okay, maybe. Yeah, moved and got a criminal defense attorney, allegedly. Oh, I'm watching and listening to everything. You say what? I need to listen to Checker TV again, Grizz. He's a major red flag. Okay, I suppose everyone in this game. You guys, oh my word. This gets so crazy. Yes, please, Caroline. I am a good swimmer. I was a competitive swimmer for many years. I'll swim. I'll go there. Gisela has special quals when it comes to swimming too. So let's go fund me a trip to Prosser. Imagine that. If I ever go fund me, oh my word, I'm going to be thrown into the speculation in this case. She's gone out there. This person over here from the Netherlands, a swimmer who had AWP on a show and Checker TV, oh my word, goes out there and finds the phone. Do you know how much speculation there will be on my ass? Oh, hell no. I just wish that someone in the area could just go for some swims there by that boat ramp, huh? Just to see if you find any items there. It would be interesting, right? Just eliminate. Process of elimination. Angela says, I trust Checker TV completely. He's not doing anything wrong. Did you guys see the video, by the way, before he took it down? Okay. Yeah, just book a flight with Sakura Airlines. Right. So I think that's all the updates I have for you. What's the time now? Now it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to head to the gym. Then I got to come back, get ready again because I'm going live with you guys again in the next 4 hours. And we're going to look at the Sherry Papini case, all the documents, all the dirty details in that document. It's 55 pages long, so it could take a while. I'm still undecided if I'm doing it all in one go. It might be a few hours worth of stuff, or if I'm going to do it. My voice is even going already. Hold on. Or if I'm going to do it as part 1 and part 2. Anyway, thank you for being here. As you can see, if there are updates from law enforcement in Kylie Rodney's case, I will share it with you. Or if anything major happens, I will share it with you. Thank you to all of you who subscribed when you followed this case. I have not abandoned the case. I'm right here and I'm watching with all of you. And we're having conversations behind the scenes. So you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram. Those are the easiest places to reach me. I have so many people sending me emails, messages, voice notes, all kinds of stuff. So send me your thoughts. We're all looking at this case together, and I will report back when there's actual information. Okay, like today. Now we know Jagger is not a person of interest. I like that they use the word person of interest because I'm like, oh, person of interest. Sounds like a criminal investigation to me, but maybe it's just an accident investigation. We just don't know at this point, right? We just don't know. Is it true that Patreon members get to hear you clear your throat, but mere YouTubers miss out? I know, right? They're missing out on all this throat clearing. But no, it's unfortunately not true. That is debunked. On Patreon, you get crystal clear podcast episodes, huh? With a soothing pilot voice. Thank you, everyone. I will see you later. This stream will lead you to the next one. If you missed out on Mr. Grizzly's channel launch yesterday, he does have his own channel now, so go check it out. It's called Sakura Aviation. And I will pin all the things that I said. I'll pin in the comments below afterwards as well. I just want to quickly put this here 1 second. Sakura Aviation. He is the guy, my husband, who provided us with flight simulation flights over the Prosser reservoir and showed us the area and flew over Kylie's house and all that, which was interesting to see it from that perspective. So Sakura Aviation. Here it is. Here was the first live world tour. So if you enjoy flight simulation and simulating like going somewhere, this might be for you. Okay. So there it is for you if you want to. I'll put it in the chat real quick and then we can go. So thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Here's the channel. Soul T says, like your new mic. Thank you so much. Sure, MV7. I think it sounds better, huh? It's a slight difference, but I think it's sounding a little bit better. So I'm going to hit the gym now and I'll be back, okay? I'm going to go work hard and then I'll be back at 6 p.m. my time, which is noon Eastern time. So thank you so much, Marge. Thank you so much, everyone. This was supposed to be half an hour and here we are at an hour and 11 minutes. Damn it. Okay, guys, stay well. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, share to Twitter. I'll see you over there. In the meantime, I'm always on my phone. Literally, I'm 38 years old and I'm always on my phone. I don't know how to believe that these teenagers are not always on their phone. I'm always on my phone. Okay. See you later. Bye.